Here I am in one of the human maps. I like the human areas of the game compared to the other races in general. And I'm just helping some people out. I enjoy helping people out. This game doesn't have a hard trinity, so I can actually play a healer. I usually play healers in games. You can add some regen to people. Some classes, some professions as they call in this game, offer some decent health regen. Necromancer can do that a little, and I am traded for that. But really, the strength of the necromancer is almost like a tank, and there's no tanks in this game either. But it's an attrition class. I believe they did design this as an attrition class, and I feel that they achieved it. You don't do high damage, but you can just keep going and going and going and going. You get damage, you can recover from it, and you just keep wearing down the enemy, beating them down, beating them down. Death Shroud is the profession mechanic, which I absolutely love. Each profession has its own mechanic. Some I don't think are so great, but it's my own taste. The Death Shroud mechanic I think is phenomenal. I think it's well implemented, and that's what I build my character for. You get hero points. These are called skill points in this game. And I put as much as I can into Death Shroud, and I think it's a profession that's really worth exploiting, maximizing the class mechanic. There's Death Shroud. It's like a second health bar. It depletes as you stay in Death Shroud, and then your attacks, and there's one attack on the Death Shroud itself, which will actually regenerate life force, so you can go back into Death Shroud. I use it offensively and defensively. Some people, I think I've seen them anyway, play this way. They only use it as an "oh my god, I'm in trouble" button. I think that's kind of a mistake. I mean, I think you're missing out on at least half of the utility of Death Shroud, since I use it offensively and defensively. And see, this guy's been pretty smart here. He's a thief. Not an easy class to play. Lowest health pool in the game, like the Elementalist. He's kiting these enemies out. Very smart thing to do. You don't want to you basically don't want to run into that quagmire of enemies there. There's tons of conditions in their damage over time, tons of enemies. So this guy's actually, he's probably a pretty decent player. I mean, avoid these ads here. They got knockdowns, avoid AoE, avoid his knockdown there. It's always good to take out ads. Don't let them sit around and hurt you while you focus on a high health enemy, because those low health enemies will just keep wearing away at you. So anyway, this thief seems to be doing pretty good. You know, he's probably got some experience in gaming, I suppose. These elites can be kind of tough. They got a lot of health. They have a whole lot of health, so you can take a long time to kill. So if you can't kill them fast, you got to outlast them. Oh my god, a lot of AoE here. Sometimes out of control in this game. Death Shroud again. Get rid of these guys. Okay. I got a condition on me. It's going to wear off there. Conditions are very dangerous. Damage over time to classes like the Thief and the Elementalist. They have the lowest health pools in the game. And wow, conditions, damage over time can just eat their health away very quickly. Very dangerous to them. The Mesmer, somewhat. It's light armor with medium health. It's less of a threat for the Mesmer, but still. Okay, when you see this dome go up on an enemy, particularly these guys, these crate, that is a reflection shield. Any attack you do from outside of that shield will just hit you. It will be reflected back to you. I have seen many people kill themselves as they continue to attack from range against an enemy using reflect. So you want to get inside that shield. Excuse me. You want to get inside the shield, or you want to use AoE that isn't a projectile on them. Steve's doing not bad here. He's doing pretty good. Here comes an engineer. That's another class I really like. I think it's somewhat necromancer-like in that it can be quite an attrition class. That's pretty much the way I play it. I got to put some engineer videos up here because that is a kind of fun class. These guys are getting inside here. I don't like getting inside there. Let's say inside his dome here, his reflection dome. Oh, they knocked him out. That's a nice move by the engineer there. Got him out of his reflect dome. That's a well there. That ugly mark you see on the ground is a necromancer well. I use wells, I use my staff, and I use dagger, and a lot of Death Shroud. Okay, let's run out of here. Oh, what are these? Oh, okay, something's down here. What is? This is just an NPC. They're reviving an NPC. You get experience for that too. The base game is very good. Don't like the expansion. I'll probably do a video on why I don't like it, what I think is not good about it, which no one needs to agree with. Just my take on it. But the base game is pretty cool. You get experience for everything. What are they doing? Oops, my daily reward here.
Let me show you pain.
Okay, he's kiting some more out here. I got a bad feeling about this engineer for some reason. The thief's been pretty smart. I don't think this engineer is quite as sharp as the thief is. Thief encourages smart gameplay because you will die in a in a heartbeat. You can be downed. Same thing with the elementalist. You tend to learn to play well, or you die a lot, a whole lot. Avoidance of damage is paramount in this game. Healing is pretty weak. Elementalists can give good health regen, for instance, but it's no excuse. It's no substitute for avoiding damage. Alright, got another elite here. AoE, poison AoE. Some ads spawning. And this guy's just vomiting AoE. And some more ads. Okay. Time for some Death Shroud. Probably my favorite profession mechanic in the entire game. It is so cool. All those green globs you see going to me, that is life force. When things die, I gain life force, whether I kill them or someone else kills them. That was all from me. And that fills up my my life force pool. That's how Death Shroud works. It's like a second health bar, and you need life force to build it up, which your attacks do. You can build it up in Death Shroud 2. There's an attack that does drain life and build up life force. But generally, going to Death Shroud, if your life force pool empties, you will exit Death Shroud. I tend to never go that far. I tend to exit Death Shroud before I completely run out of life force. And then your weapon attacks begin to build up life force again, and pretty quickly. And that's how I play it. I do not play the necromancer. Oh no. I think these guys, what are these guys doing? Yeah, I think this engineer is rushing in and the thief is following him. This is not a good idea. There are dozens of enemies in there. Several elites, lots of conditions flying around. Come on, kite them out. Kite them out. Come on, be smart about this again. Man, I'm going to have to run in there and save these guys, I think. This is not going to go well. Come on, kite them out. You've been doing this. You've been doing really good, guys. Nah, they're not. I'm going to have to start wearing these guys down. Let me see if I can get these guys to rally. You go into a down state before you're actually defeated in this game. And if you can kill an enemy that is fighting a downed player, that player will rally. They will revive. But I don't think we're going to be able to do that in enough time. Yeah, I'm going to have to go in. And these guys are definitely going to be dead if I don't go in there. They're not dying. Yeah, okay, I'm going to have to go in there. This is really what I love about the necromancer. I think I'm not going to have any problem with this. There's a couple of elites in here. And their ads and all these conditions and crap flying around, and I think I'm going to be okay with this. I'm probably just going to wear these guys down over time. Go into use daggers and Death Shroud back and forth. Use some wells. He's channeling his reflect there, but it doesn't matter because I'm inside his reflect shield. This is what the necromancer, to me, is made for. Oops, I run out of that poison. There's some confusion. I think both these guys are down. I might get one to rally by killing some of these guys. This is what it is. I'm not killing fast, but they're not really doing much to me. Yeah, try to put it to reflect shield. It doesn't matter to me. Yeah, the thief rallied, but oh, engineer's down. Yeah, they both went down. So that's really what I love about the necromancer. It is truly an attrition class. It is quite the beast. It is really a monster, and truly one of my favorite professions or classes in Guild Wars 2. And you can play it very differently than I do. You can use a minion mancer where you use all these undead summons. You have all these undead pets fighting for you. But I much prefer to focus entirely upon using Death Shroud, which to me really fits the necromancer, maybe even better than the summons. And I guess I'll probably end this here. I'll go and find something else to do on my necromancer. But I kind of hope you enjoyed this. And my recommendation, if you want to try a necromancer, my recommendation is get a Death Shroud. It's really, really cool.